If you did say to yourself, go running, you go running. Whether it rains or shines or there's a storm, don't care. Go.
Yeah.
That's where the grit part comes in, where it kicks in. It's not a happy.
It is not.
It's not necessarily always every day a happy journey, and in most cases, the happiest moments is when you reach your home, and you feel satisfied with what you did.
Yeah.
But it's the difficult moment of getting out. It's the difficult moment of halfway through. Where you can feel all those people who tell you that running is always so happy. It's just not true. I also have very sad faces sometimes on Instagram. I share my did not finishes. I share my worst dreams. I should do it with a purpose, just to show that it's not all a happy journey.
Yeah.
But it's very good if you're so honest about it. Be honest to yourself. Tell yourself. And yes, sometimes you just need a kick in the butt to keep going. But being honest to yourself is a very good thing. And I've absolutely also, if I look back at the beginning of next year's running season, I failed in Innsbruck, I failed at the Zugspitze, I failed a number of times, and I was very frustrated, about to give up. This is not what I'm not going to do this anymore. It's just too much. I'm just going to stick to shorter races, of which I'm sure that I can finish. And then at the end of the season, I did some races which worked out really, really nicely. And I thought, I can do. There's no reason to quit.
What made you create this type of graduation project?
I have always wondered, or being frustrated, or every year, January, people start all over again. They want to make new choices. They subscribe to the gym, and in February the gym is empty again.
Yeah.
They go 3-4 times. So in a way, we're not able to create sustainable lifestyle changes in terms of, getting more outdoors or do more in terms of exercise. Same is also true for eating, by the way. But the thing is that many interventions, as I see it, they pretty much focus on exactly that, what people hate. Thou shalt exercise more, thou shalt eat less. And even worse, instead of focusing on the rewards, they focus on the punishments. Because if you don't do, you'll get sick, you will die earlier, that's not rewarding in itself. That's just punishment. And it's also not very positive. So what we, Femke and I, are trying to find out whether we can create, develop, think about interventions which are triggering people onto some things that they really like, or that they start to like, so that they become more intrinsically motivated. We hope that we can change that self-image in a way, in a positive sense, in a positive way. There's also the notion of people taking responsibility of their own lives. It's not me who should tell you, thou shalt go out and run. It should be something that you want to do. It's not something that I should push. So that's another notion. And then, of course, finally, this sort of grit notion kicks in. And there's another word, and I'm not yet sure whether it's the same, but it has similar connotations, which is sisu. Sisu is, and I like it a little better. Sisu is the ability to go on when the conditions become more adverse. Pushing through is like also going out there when it rains, when in itself, you just hate the rain. Or being able to continue after you're tired. When it would also be easy to actually give up. Imagine if there's a long road, if the initial plan was to go this, but there's this shortcut, sometimes it's very tempting to take the shortcut. But the thing is, are you able to push through, that you do in fact continue what your original schedule was? That's the final notion that comes in. Are there differences in personality, as we currently think about, that make it easier for some people to do that than other ones? But on the other hand, I'm the one who thinks that you can really train this. So I'm more of me personally, I'm not so much thinking about the personality type, but more of this is something that you can get used to. So I really realized that there's a mixture of notions, of ideas, of feelings, personal experience lying behind this project. But that I think makes it so interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But in the end is we want to come up with lifestyle, with interventions, positive interventions, positively framed, which trigger what people really, really like or may start to like, which hopefully will result in a more sustainable lifestyle change. Yes.